Thank you, Ambassador. I look forward to working with you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Kaine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I want to congratulate each of the nominees for the positions. You're all very, very well qualified. I'll begin with you, Ambassador Bloom, to just continue the line of thought. In Pakistan arguably is China's closest ally in South Asia. So how would you see Islamabad balancing ties with the United States and China, particularly as we work more closely together with India on mechanisms like the Quad and the Indo-Pacific?
Thank you, Senator. I think Pakistan has signaled very clearly an interest in diversifying their relationships. While their relationship with China has been important recently, I think the signal has been very clear that they're interested in growing the relationship with the United States, doing business, treating the United States as a key partner for Pakistan's private sector. We've been Pakistan's largest export market for decades. We enjoy strong people-to-people ties with the people of Pakistan through their diaspora, through civil society. And their stated aspirations of a geo-economic-driven foreign policy interest demonstrates their interest in diversifying the relationship beyond Beijing. So if confirmed to this, I would look forward to working on those issues with Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Mr. Mayor, great to see you again. Congratulations to you and to your family. I have a kind of a similar question, not about China, but actually about Russia. India and Russia have had a long-standing defense tie. Prior to the passage of the CAATSA sanction law in 2016, India had begun to explore purchase of the S-400 air defense system from Russia. That could trigger CAATSA sanctions. There is an executive waiver possibility within the CAATSA sanctions. But talk to us a little bit about, as we are doing more and more together with India in our military relations, a lot of joint exercises. The Indian military does more joint exercises with the United States than any other nation. What is the potential danger to the U.S. India mil cooperation that the acquisition of the S-400 system would create?
Well, thank you, Senator, and great to see you as well. I don't want to prejudge the Secretary's decision about sanctions or a waiver, and I do want to tell the Chairman, Ranking Member, all the members, I do fully support the law of the land, the implementation of CAATSA as law here, and part of that is the waiver provision, as you mentioned. If confirmed, though, I would advocate the following: the continued diversification of India's weapons system, the threats to our own weapons systems if that diversification doesn't occur, because we have to protect our data and our systems, and work towards really growing this major defense partnership. I think it is one of the great success stories of the last few decades, from $0 to $20 billion in procurement. The intelligence sharing that we have, the interoperability, the exercises, the maritime work that we're doing. And I would seek, as somebody who's served alongside my Indian counterparts, to really deepen those people-to-people relationships in the military, the industrial coordination on that, and just be very clear about what the threats are to our system, especially for new weapons systems in the future that would come from outside the United States, or in this case, Russia.
And Mr. Mayor, I walked in right at the end of Senator Cardin's questions, but I know he was also asking you questions about human rights, and I just want to put an exclamation point on that. We have a sizable Indian diaspora community in Virginia, and many Sikhs and others feel like there is often nationalism or religious division that is sort of pushed at times of internal political challenge, and they feel victimized by that. And I hope that's a matter that you will take very, very seriously with this important ally. Dr. Gutman, congratulations to you. Senator Coons was covering what I wanted to cover, but just in particular, I just want to make sure that Germany sees the same danger in Russia amassing forces on the Ukraine border as the U.S. does. We had some meetings earlier, Senator Coons and I, at the Halifax Security Forum with EU officials. They weren't from Germany, but they were EU officials. And it didn't make us feel good. They didn't seem to feel that the danger of the Russian troops amassing on the border was as significant as we believe it to be. Germany believes the Nord Stream pipeline is very, very important, but I would have to believe and expect that they would view an incursion into Ukrainian sovereignty a further incursion by Russia as sort of an existential challenge in Europe, and I hope that they see that threat as seriously as we do.
As do I, Senator. And if confirmed, I will take the good work of this committee and of Congress and administrations on what I understand the ongoing high-level discussions going on now to Germany and really underscore how important it is to act strongly in alliance against the aggressions of Russia.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Senator Van